This is a very exciting part of our studies right now. We're going to be looking at our tune section right now. In order to play tunes, you have to be able to apply chords in the left hand and read melodies, of course. But what we're going to be doing now is looking at one chord symbol, a major seventh. What a major seventh is, I have a neat way to learn these major sevenths. We're going to look at 4 keys only, and I'd rather have you really understand how the thumb is going to drop down from an octave. Okay, let's take a look at it on the piano. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So, you have an octave here, C to C. You're going to drop your thumb down to the very next note to the left. That is what you're going to play for our C major 7. The inner part of the chord later on will be introduced at higher levels of playing. But right now, this 1/7 is a very professional technique that all professional players use because the inner part of the harmony is brought into the right hand, but this outer edge stays the same. So this is a really valuable technique. Now, F is done the same way, F to the E. See? Thumb's just dropping down to the very next note to the left. And then we're going to go to B. And then we're going to go to E. Now, as you'll see on this page, you'll see the C, F, B, E, but you'll see various orders of that. So you can go through C, F, B, E, and then you could go F, C, E, B. You can do all different variations of that. You want to get comfortable with being able to call that thumb down to the very next note to the left. This is a very valuable technique that will stay with you forever. It's something that we're going to apply it right away on a major 7 piece 1 here that we have. And what you're going to have to do is read the lines and spaces, and where we have to indicate a sharp or a flat, we'll go over that too as well. We'll take a look at that piece. It's really pretty nice. So we're going to start off first of all is middle C is here. Okay. Now the E is the very first note, and you'll see the third number above it. That's for the third finger. Fingering will be issued to better assist you in what would be the most comfortable fingering. Now what you're going to do is hold this down for 4 beats. See the 1/7 here? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm staying on that E in the right hand, but the left hand is playing that F major 7. 2, 3, 4. Now to B major 7. 2, 3, 4 to D sharp in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. B major 7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what you're going to see, like here, I played the E down here. I could have played it up here. You're going to find a lot of times your left hand coming closer to your right hand is going to be the better choice. So as your right hand moves up, your left hand will go accordingly. You don't want to have the big gap between the hands. However, that can be effective at times too. Okay? Now, a thing on this page you're going to see that's interesting is we're going to introduce sharps. Okay? We have sharps here. A sharp is the very next note to the right. So you see the F sharp, D sharp, G sharp. The situations here. It says practice your 1/7s through the graph of 4 keys with a metronome. 4 beats each, then 2 beats. Now, with the metronome, to practice these things, it's wonderful because what you're doing is now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, B, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4. Then you can do 2. 1, 2, change. And by setting the metronome, it forces you to move along and be looking ahead, be feeling what's coming up next. And the same thing could go for the piece too. I put here on the bottom of the page. Try to use a metronome if possible to count. So you can set the metronome slow enough here. So as you're playing this, I'm going to play this piece again. And let's assume I'm going to count out loud a little bit now. If you don't have a metronome, it's not essential. Okay, metronomes will help push you along a little bit, but you can count out loud to yourself and force yourself to stay tuned in. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Get it? Now D sharp, G sharp. 2, 3, 4. Now see, I could have played the left hand down here too. You do have the choices. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I went down lower here with the left hand, but I could have played 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 2 bars, I could have played them right up here. It's a wonderful page. It's getting us up and going, making music right away. It's getting in the habit of what I refer to as this is called the one note down in the left hand. So you take your octave, C to C, okay, find 2 C's on the piano, and then drop that thumb down to the next note, very next note to the left. That gives you the major 7. Whenever you see major 7, different terminologies. Big M7, major 7, or a triangle 7 will be marks used by different publications. Enjoy the major 7th.